Well, hello friends, Coach Bob with you today, and today we are going to be doing You Asked For It, You Got It, July 2023. You know, we haven't done one since May. We didn't get June. June was kind of crazy around here. As you guys know, my daughter's going through treatments. I want to let you know up front, we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. But before we get going, if you would give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. We're trying to grow. You know the same old story every YouTuber hits you with. So let's do a quick catch up on that first. My daughter, as you know, was diagnosed with metastatic cancer in February. We were told then things were really bad. We were looking at, possibility of her not making it to Christmas. There's been a major turnaround in my daughter's life. I mean, she's just doing so much better. Now they're saying she's going to outlive me, which I think is a great thing. We're back in the normal sequence of events, how life is supposed to be. So be sure and keep Baba in your prayers. She's going through it. She's in the thick of it. She is fighting hard, and things are going very, very well. But I get hundreds, I kid you not, hundreds of emails asking about her. And this is just the best way for me to acknowledge that and let everybody know exactly how she's doing. So she is doing very well. There are a lot of things going on around here and all good. So life crazy, chaotic, busy, just like your life, right? Just like your life. No, I can't complain. Life is sweet. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to start out with a couple of really cool things, and we're going to start with like the super high and a super low, and then we'll work our way through the rest of it, which the rest of it is really cool too. But I just wanted to address a couple of things. First off, I'll drop, of course, the comments up, but it's Spyder RTL and Dad2468. They both dropped a super thanks this month, and I want to say thank you for doing that. Super thanks, there's a little thanks button down below. It has like a little heart with a dollar symbol. You can actually, share cash with your favorite channels. And they both did that. I want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm extremely flattered when someone wants to take their hard-earned cash and say thank you in that fashion. I really do appreciate it. No pressure to folks who don't. I just want the people that do that stuff to know, man, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Now, I got an email from a guy here this month. I'm not going to share his name because he preferred to stay anonymous. But he asked me, he's approaching the 1,000, so kudos to you on you're approaching your 1,000 subs. And he's gotten his first couple of trolls. And he sent me this email. He goes, Coach, your channel is so positive. You must never get any trolls. Have you ever had any trouble with that? Well, it's funny, this month I had a couple of things go on. I did have a guy, I wouldn't call him a troll. Anyway, I'll share the comments up here. Basically, one says, I can't listen to this guy no more. Goodbye. And then the other one, Americans just drone on and on. Get to the point, facts. I get a lot of those. I get a lot of that stuff. I get a lot worse than that, but I wanted to share the clean ones. How do I deal with it? Let me tell you how I deal with it. I delete the comments and I'll block the user from the channel. I don't care, if the guy doesn't want to watch, if he doesn't like me, that's okay. But I'm not going to subject you to any of that. So the negativity, let me say this. If you are doing a YouTube channel, if you have an Instagram feed, you can expect there to be negative comments. If you let them arbitrarily affect how you feel, you just need to get out of the whole YouTube thing because it's the internet. And there's a comment that was funny that a guy laughed at where I talk about how, everyone on the internet wants to tell you how to do stuff. That's just how it is. Also, it's funny that he asked that this month because I had a spam bot get on this channel on the one where I was talking about the BRP patches, where the guy was like, text me on Telegram with a finger pointing Coach Bob 3, and it's stolen my avatar like it was me commenting on the videos. It wasn't me. Understand this. I will never try to get you to Telegram or spam or this or that. I will never try to get you to do that. I've got an email that you guys can send me if you see something that's weird. I got several emails. I got one from Smyrna Cowboy. I got another guy from a fella named Stafford. Thank you, Stafford, for reaching out and letting me know. But if you see something like that, just email me, bob3coach@gmail.com, and I'll take care of it. Just block them. It's not a problem. there's the super high. So I want, again, a big thanks for the folks who donated. And also I want to just say, don't let it bother you. That's my advice to you. So let's get on with it. Now, these are not going to be in any particular order. They're probably going to start most recent and move to the oldest. But anyway, here we go. This was on the BRP Freedom trailer cover. It says, hey, Bob, always a great job. We're looking for a cover for our hauling trailer that we got from BRP. The trailer folds in threes. I don't know what he's saying there. Can you help? Stay cool, my friend. So yes, I can help. If you would, I just showed you my email address. Email me the model of your trailer, maybe even take a picture of it, put it in the email, and I will do some legwork and see what I can find as far as a cover for your trailer. So next, this is from Joseph Stevens GK2YG. Says, to be honest, I bought my daughter a new F3 Spyder for her 18th birthday. That is an awesome gift. I'm just going to just be right out up front. You did way more for your daughter for her 18th than I did for mine. It's like driving a four-wheeler on the highway legally. It for sure not like driving other motorcycles, but nor is driving a cruiser versus a sport bike versus a dirt bike or a cafe bike. No matter what they are, they're fun and you're still driving down the highway 70 miles per hour without a cage, 3 inches off the ground. The Can-Am Spyder really loves the 100 octane racing fuel with the pedal commander. So yes, the Spyder is a lot of fun. That's awesome. Running that high test with a pedal commander, I'm sure it's a blast. This is from Maguera96. This is on our BRP giveaway stuff. It says, I'd love a patch, Coach Bob. Hopefully I'm not late to the party. Thanks for all the good you do and sharing with the Can-Am community. So Coach Vic is putting together right now a list of everyone who has commented on that video. There's going to be a drawing. We're going to be giving away a couple of those things, and then of course we have to have some to give away when we travel as well. That's kind of the thing. We are going to give them away. We're going to give those things away. How many we're going to give away? Well, I'm going to do an inventory, see exactly how many we have, and we'll figure all that out. But we'll make an announcement. We'll be giving that stuff away real soon. This is from Alar Contool, whatever it is. Anyway, this is from when I installed the Zumo XT. Sorry on the screen name, ALARCONTOOELE1. But basically on this video, my son and I installed our Zumo XT. It says, I watched this video a couple of times, and now because of it, I finally installed my own Garmin. Awesome, awesome. I went the newer route with the new Zumo XT2. Very cool. Those are awesome. Thank you, Coach Bob. I should have done this ages ago, yet once again, you inspired me and your shared experience was extremely helpful. You know, I want to say that these videos, when we do installations, it's really, really cool when people get the confidence and they'll do an installation because of something that we've done on this channel. I love, love, love that. All right, next is from John Whitman 6667. It says, for the most part, HD riders no longer even wave at me. I feel your pain, my brother. You know, it is part of it. They don't always wave, but that's okay. We love them anyway, right? We love them. They love us too. They just don't want to admit it. All right. This is from Kevin Hedgecock 5046. This says, what bike doesn't have open air freedom LMAO? You know, that was where all of the Can-Am F3s in their description of features said open air freedom. And I said to comment down below with open air freedom. It really was funny that they all put that on there. It was just odd to me. This is again from Kevin Hedgecock 5046. I have a 2013 Spyder STS SE5. Finding information particular to my bike has proven somewhat troublesome. You know, when you get earlier than 2014, it's harder to find data on those machines. And a lot of those videos, I don't know what's happened with YouTube, they get kind of buried and you can't even find them. It gets thrown in with other models and newer models and includes information that is not applicable to my bike. Can you help me in that respect? Well, Kevin, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reach out to some folks that I know have some of the SE5s and see what years theirs are. And I'm going to see if I can't get their emails for you and all that. So send me an email to the Bob3Coach gmail.com. And then I'll take that email, and as I get emails that other people may have that model, they may be able to help you with that. All right, this is from Thomas Snappo 6309 on the Sea to Sky. It says, very overpriced bike. I got to admit that, the sticker shock when I walk into a motorcycle showroom at this point, it's just there. And it doesn't matter whether it's a Can-Am product or, a Ducati or a Triumph or a Harley. Are they overpriced? I think they all are. I think everything's overpriced, but I also, going to show my age here, I remember my father saying he'd never pay over $6,000 for a car. So, there you go. There's that too. But yeah, things are expensive, brother. This is from Dave Meese 2192. Because this is on the BRP Freedom trailer cover. When I'm washing the trailer, rinsing it off, I say, tell me, what I'm doing wrong and how you would do it better, because that's what you're supposed to do, because if this is the internet. This is what I was talking about in the opening. You just have to take that stuff with a grain of salt. It says, because it's the internet and that's what you're supposed to do. I'm not sure why, but that made me laugh a lot. Because we all know there are so many keyboard warriors out there with smart aleck comments and negativity and nonsense. It's like, whatever, dude, go do your thing. It's just the funniest thing to me. Click, move on, click, move on. I don't know if you follow a guy named David Goggins, and if you're easily offended, don't look him up. But what David Goggins does, he reads all the negative comments onto a hard drive and downloads them to an MP4 file to listen to them while he works out, so that he'll get irritated and work out harder. So you can do what you want with that stuff. This is also from Dave Meese 2192. It says, I have not bought one yet, but I am interested in the Spyder. I had a motorcycle accident in 2019 and I'm still recovering. Godspeed to you, brother. Those things can be long and slow. Recovery, man, it's a tough thing. My leg strength on one side and my balance are very low, so I'm thinking about 3 wheels. Due to my permanent issues, I thought my riding was done, but the Spyder looks interesting. That's a very common thing, my buddy. It's very, very common. I've tried standard 3-wheelers a long time ago, but I didn't like them. But I would like to try a Spyder. I'm going to tell you, Dave, when you try the Spyder, be patient with it. If you can meet some people that have one and give you an opportunity to ride it, the Spyder is a different animal. I like it better than any traditional trike, I can tell you that. And it handles well. It doesn't have the lean, obviously, of what a motorcycle would have. But I think that's one of the reasons you're looking for it. You don't have to worry about falling over and balance and that sort of thing. The Spyder is a special kind of machine, so I think you're going in the right direction. I'm going to be doing an actual video on this topic very, very soon. All right, this is another one on the BRP trailer from Mr. Rico 39. Here was the question. It says, nice video, coach. Can you show how the hitch goes on and what the pulling capacity for each bike, the F3 setup, Sea to Sky? I have an F3S. Can I use a trailer? Thank you. And then I got another one on how long is your rig with the trailer attached? Now, I may have visited some of these questions before. I don't know. I have so many videos at this point. But what I'm going to do in the near future, because again, the algorithm with YouTube has gotten very bizarre. You can type in and search something in a video that's 2 years old, won't even show up in the feed, and then something that doesn't apply at all will. It's very, very odd. So I don't know what's going on with that. Not a complaint, just an observation. So I will be making a video on this also very, very soon. I'll get the old tape measure out and I'll show you what the trailer hitch looks like. We'll talk about the tow capacity of everything. This was on my You're Free, Act Like It video. This is from Dave Phillips 2046. Outstanding message. More should hear it. More should hear that, honestly. We need to appreciate our freedom. We need to appreciate the sacrifice that has been made so that we can do the things that we want to do. Purple on 3 on the BRP giveaway stuff. Poor Coach Vic, you guys crack me up. Better get that AC fixed. I want to tell you, we did get Coach Vic's AC fixed. I did the old put coolant in it, but I told her when I was putting the coolant in, I'm like, I don't hear your compressor cycling. I think the van needs a new compressor. And sure enough, that's what it was. Needed a new compressor and a condenser. So you know how expensive that was. Coach Vic wasn't very excited about that, but she's happy now that she's not sweating anymore. Purple on 3, you're just always awesome. Just always awesome. This is from Ilac Lion 7045. It's on the giveaway stuff also. Been searching for a Can-Am Rider patch for my cut. Unfortunately, we won't be moving to Tallahassee for at least a year, leaving South Florida when I retire. Yes. Do you know if they are selling them on the Can-Am website? And then if not, basically, find out, or just send them a patch. So what we're going to do, I'm going to be talking to some Can-Am folks in the next week or two. I'm going to find out, and I'll be posting a follow-up on this so that when those patches are gone, that maybe I can get some more, or I can figure out where you can get one for yourself, whether you can be sending them to dealers, or if they can just send me another bundle of a bunch of them, and I can send them out to everybody who asks for one. That would be the ultimate goal for me. Lady Bell 710 writes, though, she writes, I'd like a sticker for my new Freedom trailer. Cool. So first off, congratulations on your Freedom trailer. Check the messages here and all that. As always, Lady Bell, you're awesome, and thank you for the comment. This is from Synaptic. Now, let me tell you Synaptic. Now, I assume I'm saying that correctly. I could be saying it wrong. I am from South Georgia, so I speak hick ease. That's hick easily. So it's just how I am. But anyway, Synaptic always writes these very, very encouraging, articulate, well thought out comments, and I love them. So here's what it says. If you too keep emanating such concentrated, joyful niceness, Canada may just need to annex Tallahassee. I'm going to tell you right there, I need to just print that out and frame that and hang it on a wall. Or at a minimum, appropriate a 3-block radius around ground zero of your house and establish an embassy there. Happy 4th of July. Synaptic, that goes down in Coach Bob history is one of the finest comments I've ever read. That is awesome. Darren Dempsey 3190 writes, and this is a really interesting one because this is true. He goes, and this was on How to Keep Cars from Killing You, where I talk about how cars, they're looking for a car and their brain gets mapped to see cars. They don't even see you. They think they did look, but their brain doesn't connect. So it's psychological. You're the smallest vehicle on the road, and many people just don't register that you're there. Drive defensively, not offensively. The later will kill you. I'm not joking. Amen to that, brother. Great comment. Another one from Darren Dempsey on steering the Spyder. Have you changed the sway bar or shock spring packs on your Spyder? I've heard that it tightens the steering quite a bit. I'm debating the cost versus the improvement. I get emails every week from people who put the BohnArmor sway bar on there and they love it. They absolutely love it. And I am not going to tell you that it's not worth the money. What I am going to tell you, for me, I don't really see it necessary for what I do with my RT. I tour. The Spyder is already unbelievably responsive, and it stays in alignment and it runs well. So what I'm going to do when things start to wear out and parts start to break, that's when I'll move to BohnArmor. And I could be singing a different story. I could be. I'm not going to tell you that I'm not wrong. I've been wrong about things in my life. There are many YouTubers who don't want to admit that, but I'm just Coach Bob, man. I'm just like you. I have an opinion on things, and opinions vary greatly. This is from user with a bunch of numbers and letters. And this is on your free Act Like It video. It says, I need your opinion on something. I always like a comment that starts out that way. I just turned 70, okay? And I would like to learn to ride the Spyder. Am I starting too late in life to enjoy myself? First off, let's answer that one. It's not too late at 70. We have people 87, 88, 89 years old on this channel that ride, that are just awesome. They're just awesome. P.S. I'm sorry for your loss, as I have lost my mother in this past April. Well, brother, I'm sorry for your loss as well. Those things are hard, aren't they? I watch you and Coach Vic all the time. You are my hero. Man, do you know how good that makes someone? When you read that kind of stuff, do you know how good that feels? That's awesome. I also hope your daughter is doing the best she can to do with all your help, Coach Vic's help. May the Lord protect all of you through these troubled times. I want to tell you, user a bunch of numbers and letters. Thank you so much for that comment. It encouraged me. It encouraged Coach Vic. And when I read it, it encouraged my daughter. Brother, you are a hero to my family. Thank you. This is from a longtime subscriber, George Ensenosa. George, man, always great to hear from you. Hope to see you sometime this year, maybe in Biketoberfest. I can get down to Daytona and see you guys down there. If not, maybe you can spring up to the land maybe in November and we can connect there. But anyway, George writes this, on your free act like it. Thank you for saying what needed to be said. Nobody appreciates freedom more than those who have lost it, and nobody takes freedom more than those who have always had it. And that's right. We take it for granted because we have always had it. The cost of that freedom has been high. Not enjoying them is an insult to those who gave that sacrifice, and it really is. Great video. Happy 4th of July, and God bless. God bless you, George, man. Always great to hear from you, buddy. This is from John J Carrero, 8165. I love Coach Bob. Oh, I love you too, brother. I love you too. Amazing message. I wish more people could hear this message. Freedom is so taken for granted, and the rights seem to be at the cost of others. Let's just love and respect each other. God bless. Have an amazing 4th of July. Today is Canada Day. Happy belated Canada Day to you guys. And I'm reflecting on the same things. Thank you, Coach Bob. Well, thank you, John J. I appreciate it, brother. Another longtime subscriber. Great guy. Sergeant Ed, man, always great to hear from you, buddy. On your free act like it. This video tickled my brain. It tickled his brain. That made Coach Vic laugh, I'm going to tell you. On your free act like it, Mr. Rico 39. Coach, I'm looking for a mat for my Spyder. When I put it in the garage, do you know of a company that sells one? Thanks. You know, I looked online. There were some mats that said Can-Am and said Spyder, and man, they were like really expensive, like $300-400 for a mat. I just thought that was outrageous. Again, I'm more utilitarian. It doesn't have to say Spyder on it for me. I just need a mat. What I'm in the process of doing is getting up to Tractor Supply. They make some mats, but Don, a good friend of mine, runs a local Publix here, wonderful guy. He uses those mats in his sheds and stuff, and he parks his Spyder on them. He swears by them, says they're durable, dependable, and will last forever. I mean, they're made for horses to walk around on. So anyway, I'll get a price, and I'm going to respond to this. I just got back from, 8 days, 4th of July stuff over at my son's house. This is from Rusty Cleaver, 8231. First off, let me say this. Rusty Cleaver, that is a freaking cool name. All right, let's just get that out of the way. I was sitting in the ER. This is on the motorcycle riding speed. It'll kill you video. He writes, I am sitting in the ER at the local county hospital when a woman was brought in with a compound fracture to her femur. That's brutal, man. Turns out she was the passenger on a motorcycle and struck a parked car at less than 20 miles per hour. It was a really gruesome injury. Let me tell you something. I used to tell folks that were riders that didn't have the concept of speed, even when I was bicycle racing, I would tell them this. If I had you get down in a 3-point stance and run as fast as you can into the side of a brick wall or a telephone pole, how do you think you'd do? And they're like, that would kill me, man. Are you crazy? I'm like, yeah. Well, you're going a lot faster on a motorcycle and you're doing the same thing. Wear your gear. Be careful. This is on a Daytona Bike Week video. This is from Thomas Snappo, 6309. Where are all the Can-Ams or the Can-Am dealers at the shows? None. We do need more representation, I will tell you. I'm hoping that BRP will step up and have a booth at Bike Week. They used to, I believe they used to. But it'd be nice to see them doing group rides and have a big booth. It would be nice to see Ryker Rydes and John and Miriam and Keith Hammer from up in New York and Sean Smokes, fly those guys out here and see a big group of ambassadors together, meet and greet with people riding Can-Ams. I would love to see BRP do something like that. So BRP, there's your suggestion for something. I think it'd be nice. This is from Dean DeBetty 5375. This is on the phone mounting solution on how I mount my phone. Coach Bob, 2 questions. First and most important question is, can we be confident in the 23 Spyder RT's dependability? My wife and I want to travel across the country. We keep hearing negative comments and posts on YouTube. Overheating, electrical issues being the primary quality problems. Not having enough power for traveling steep grades with loaded capacity. Let's address those first. I could do an entire video on this. Let me say this. My Spyder, if I have any complaint about it, is the way it performs in the heat. And when I say the way it performs, it has cut off on me, but it's always cranked back up. When I say heat, I mean sitting in traffic heat for a long time. Those hours where you're red light to red light in a town where there's high levels of traffic and you've been on the road all day. It could have been fuel that I bought. It could have been a lot of things. But the commonalities of when these things happened were when it was brutally, brutally hot. But it's never let me down. Let me just say that. It has never let me down. It's always gotten me where I was going, and it always got me home. Now, electrical issues. Every modern day vehicle, whether it's my Ram 1500 or my Triumph Tiger, all modern day vehicles they're so highly electronic. I think vehicles are more prone for that now. Do I think the Spyder, though, is worse than other manufacturers? I don't. I would not be hesitant about getting one. And then here was the last one, traveling steep grades at loaded capacity. Now I'm going to read this into the next question because these kind of tie together. It says, second question, I want to be able to ride with my son and his group at 80 miles per hour. I've heard the Spyder cannot travel at these speeds. Thank you. I appreciate your content. All right, so first off, let's say this. Will it travel steep grades loaded? Yes. Coach Vic and I went through the mountains when we went out to San Diego. No problems. We were up in Maine, super steep roads when we went through the wilderness area that were absolutely rough as a cob, just beating us to death, and the Spyder performed well. Now, can you travel at 80? Yes, you can. It will do 80. Is that the sweet spot? No, I don't think it is. I think 70 is the sweet spot. Now, I'm cheap, though. I would say frugal, others would say cheap. Your gas mileage drops unbelievably when you get over, say, 72 miles per hour. So there's that balance. So can you travel at 80? You can. You're just going to get crappy gas mileage. That's just the way it is. But dependability of the Spyder, if anyone's going to be afraid of having a problem, it's me. I have a paralyzed wife, as you guys know. So when we were crossing deserts and we were crossing wilderness range up in Maine, we would go 70 miles and not see a car, not a house, nothing. I mean, we were on this road and it was like a cow path rough and super steep descents, super steep climbs, sharp turns, bumpy roads, big potholes from where the road had been frozen and heated up and all that. We made it. Was I nervous? I was. I'd have been nervous in my car. No cell coverage and no protection. Those aren't good. Those just aren't good pictures when you're dealing with a wheelchair. They're not good anyway. So I obviously trust the Spyder. There's my experienced answer. And in the future, I plan on buying another Spyder. So, is it going to be this year, next year? I don't know. We'll see. But I plan on getting another Spyder. This is from John Urich, 9643. We need more Coach Vic videos. Keep enjoying yourself. I'm going to tell you, we do need more of the effervescent Coach Vic. We do. Coach Vic is busy, busy, busy. Grandchildren, life, family. She's super busy, but she's also super happy. All right, so I want to tell you a few things before we go. First, I want to say thank you for supporting this channel. We are approaching 10,000 subscribers very rapidly. I would love to be there sooner rather than later, but regardless of when we get there or how we get there, I want to say thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for the support that you give me, that you give Coach Vic. You know, you're always going to have the negative people. I've seen Urich from Kraken's Garage. He made a very wonderful video on his frustration with YouTube. If you don't subscribe to Kraken's Garage, you need to. You need to. Support him. He's got a great channel. The guy has an unbelievable amount of knowledge and experience. His channel's awesome. But I've seen him get frustrated. I've had others who have complained that they feel like they're just being crushed. And we all feel that way at times. I've panicked at times where at the end of the year where YouTube will go through things, I think they audit your subscription base. And if someone hasn't watched it in a certain period of time, they just delete that subscriber and you'll lose 100 subscribers overnight. And it takes a while to gain those 100 back. You know, there's a lot of things that go on in YouTube land that it's not the real world, it's YouTube. But this channel has done so much for my family in the way that we're treated, with kindness and compassion, with all of the negative things and the negative world and all of that stuff. What really matters is the graciousness, the friends that I have made, the friends that I've never met face to face. Again, you hear me talk about Urich from Kraken's Garage. I feel like he's my friend. I think I've spoken to him twice on the phone. He's just a nice guy. 602 North. You know, I like him. He's a friend. I don't even hardly know him, but he's a friend. Headish World, Bob and Barb, they're friends. Tommy G and Jody, they're friends. And all of these people. And if I missed you, if you're a YouTuber and I didn't mention your name, accept my apology in advance. And not to mention the subscribers, the longtime subscribers that have been here forever. And they comment on every single video. You have no idea the kind of encouragement that you are. So I want to say thank you. And that's how I want to close this video, with a little graciousness from me to you so that I can offer you some encouragement in just a small way compared to the massive amounts of encouragement that you've given me. All right. Well, there you have it. Another, you asked for it, you got it in the books. So yes, you do me a favor, go out, buy the motorcycle of your dreams, eat right, take care of yourself. And remember, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Now you go seize the day, and me and the effervescent Coach Vic will see you on the road real soon.